Damien Leone unleashes the secrets behind Terrifier and teases a mind-blowing final chapter. In the realm of modern horror, few figures have made a more lasting impression than Damien Leone. At just 43 years old, Leone has cemented his place among horror's most visionary creators, not by relying on jump scares or CGI monsters, but by resurrecting the raw, disturbing power of practical effects and truly terrifying storytelling. The man behind the now iconic Terrifier franchise recently sat down for a rare in-depth interview, and what he revealed was nothing short of fascinating. During his appearance on the Inside of You podcast with Michael Rosenbaum, Leone peeled back the curtain on how the Terrifier films came to life, offering an insight into his creative process that few expected. While most assume such haunting and complex horror films are born in dark studios or late-night writing binges, Leone's revelation couldn't have been more grounded. "I literally wrote the entire movie of Terrifier 2 when I was delivering flowers," he confessed with a smile. "Almost all the ideas came to me as I was driving that van." Yes, you read that correctly. One of the most brutal, intense, and memorable horror films of the past decade was crafted between bouquet deliveries. As Leone wound through neighborhoods and city streets with a van full of roses and lilies, his mind was conjuring up something far more sinister. A sequel that would redefine gore horror and elevate Art the Clown into a full-blown horror icon. It's a testament to Leone's relentless passion and creativity. In an era where massive studio budgets often dictate storytelling, Leone proves that raw imagination still reigns supreme. Armed with a pen, a vision, and a disturbing clown, he built an empire that now rivals the legends of horror like Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. At the center of this gruesome world is Art the Clown, played to eerie perfection by David Howard Thornton. Unlike traditional horror villains, Art doesn't speak. His silence is deafening, and his smile, painted wide and grotesque, is more chilling than any scream. With each installment, Art's cruelty intensifies, turning every kill into a twisted work of art, pun intended. He doesn't just murder, he humiliates, terrifies, and toys with his victims in ways that make viewers both squirm and stare. Since his first appearance in All Hallows Eve and later in the original Terrifier, Art has become a cult phenomenon. And Terrifier 2 only amplified that legacy. The film was longer, bloodier, and more ambitious than its predecessor. But it wasn't just the gore that captured attention, it was the unexpected emotional depth. The introduction of Lauren LaVera's character, Sienna, gave the film a surprising heart. She wasn't just another scream queen, she was layered, determined, and symbolic. Leone described her as a warrior angel, a beacon of hope in a world drenched in blood and fear. Alongside returning cast members like Samantha Scaffidi and Jenna Kanell, Terrifier 2 expanded the lore and hinted at deeper, more mythological undertones to Art's existence. And now, fans can officially prepare themselves for the next chapter. Taking to Instagram, Damien Leone recently confirmed that Terrifier 4 is in active development. But this won't be just another sequel, it's set to be the final chapter. In his words, "The script for Terrifier 4 is underway and it is shaping up to be the most epic, horrifying, thrilling, emotional, and satisfying conclusion to the Terrifier saga." Those words have since sent ripples across the horror community. Leone's promise of a conclusion suggests that everything has been leading to this. It hints at a finale that will not only deliver the blood-soaked brutality fans crave, but also wrap up the complex themes and narratives introduced in the previous films. Could we finally learn more about Art's origin? Will Sienna rise once and for all as the ultimate force of good against evil? Or will the film take a darker turn and end on a haunting, unresolved note? The anticipation is electric. Damien Leone's story isn't just about horror movies. It's about persistence, passion, and believing in your vision, even when the odds are stacked against you. He created Terrifier without the backing of major studios, without multimillion-dollar effects budgets. What he had was a disturbing idea, a terrifying clown, and the willingness to deliver flowers by day and nightmares by night. That journey is now inspiring a new generation of filmmakers, horror fans, and artists alike. Because if Damien Leone can go from driving a flower van to directing one of horror's most unforgettable franchises, then perhaps the next horror legend is already out there, scripting their masterpiece between shifts. As Terrifier 4 gears up to bring this blood-soaked tale to a close, one thing is certain. Damien Leone is far from done leaving his mark on horror history. And Art the Clown? Well, he might just be saving his most terrifying performance for last.